Hello everyone, I'm Ramlo. So I'm sorry there wasn't a prediction for Thursdays. I was gonna choose the Bills anyways, and you already know how that turned out. We're now 0-2, which I really didn't care about that game either way. So now for predictions for Sunday and Monday. I decided to do that because last time I did that, I did have time in between games, but this time I might not. So I'm just gonna do I'm still gonna do Thursday as a separate video from now on, but I am going to do the predictions for Sunday and Monday at different times. So let's get right into it. So for the first game, it is the 49ers against the Panthers. This one's not too hard. I'm going with the Panthers. Next game is the Cowboys and the Redskins. Now, the Cowboys had a great game last Sunday. They probably could have won if Terrence Williams went out of bounds. So, the Redskins didn't really do that good against the Steelers. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys for this one. Next is the Bengals and the Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Because, even without Le'Veon Bell, they still had a pretty good rushing game with the D'Angelo Williams. So, yeah, and the Bengals, they're the playoffs every year, but still. So do the Steelers. Next is the Saints and the Giants. The Saints had a great game Sunday against the Raiders, but so did the Giants. I'm going to say the Giants for this one. Next is the Chiefs against the Texans. I'm saying the Chiefs. Next is the Titans and the Lions. This one is a very hard one because they're both terrible teams, but actually, let me see who. Did the Titans win their game? Yes. No, they did not. So I'm gonna go with the Lions. Next is the Ravens and the Browns. This one is not hard at all to decide. I'm gonna go with the Browns. The Ravens. I had you fooled, didn't I? Probably not. No one likes the Browns. Besides everyone that's in Cleveland. Okay. Next is the Seahawks and the Rams. The Rams! Ooh, the Rams. The Rams went 28-0 against the 49ers. The Seahawks did have a close game, but they still won. So I am going to go with the Seahawks. Next is the Buccaneers and the Cardinals. Now, this one is a hard one. This one is a hard one. Because, last Sunday, the Buccaneers had a great game. They're Jameis Winston threw 4 touchdowns, which is amazing. And then the Cardinals had a terrible game. They had a missed field goal. Even whenever Jamie Collins tried to fly, but he failed. It's still hilarious, but for this one, I am going to go with the Buccaneers. Next is the Chargers and the Jaguars. I am going to go with the Jaguars because, the Chargers did force an overtime against the Chiefs, but still, I'm going to go with the Jaguars. just to be different. And next is the Falcons and the Raiders. I mean, the Falcons can get Julio Jones more involved than I would say the Falcons. But, I mean, that's going to be pretty hard because they usually try to cover him as much as they can. So, I'm going to go with the Raiders for this one. Next is the Colts and the Broncos. The Colts could have won their last game, but their defense did not help them out. And then they try to just play rugby at the end of it during the kick return. I don't know. It made no sense to me. So I'm going to go with the Broncos for this one. Next is the Packers and the Vikings. Well, Sam Bradford is probably going to be the starter, so I'm going to go with the Packers. Next is the Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Now, I don't know why the fuck I said that. That sounded so weird. So for this one, the Eagles Carson Wentz had a great game on Sunday. Chicago Bears, they lost, but I mean, they lost against the Texans, so. For this one, I am going to go with the Eagles. For this one. I mean, Bears, either team isn't really good, but I mean, I'm just gonna say the Eagles. So that is my predictions for Sunday and Monday for week 1 or week 2, not week 1, week 2. So sorry there wasn't one for Monday, but I mean, whatever. But there will be one. There will be one for Thursday. There will be one for next Thursday. I'm sorry there wasn't. So, anyways, I'm Ramlo, and I'll see you in the next predictions. Bye. And I just realized now that I accidentally left out the Patriots and the Dolphins, which I don't know how I can explain how I can leave out the Dolphins, but I don't explain how I can leave out the Patriots. But I'm gonna go with the Patriots because I think with Jimmy Garoppolo in New England this time with playing in a home game, I think that would really help him out for or against that amazing defensive line. Yeah, so okay, now that is the predictions for week 2, Monday or Sunday and Monday. Anyway, okay, now I'll see you next time. Bye.